I've just been going off. I've got probably 30 feet of equations about the universe and the relationship between the experience of the universe and just, I'm like the mad scientist in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yeah, and stuff like that. And it's about an explanation. It's about getting a mind to function in a different way. Let us say, just as an example, let's say hydrogen nucleus vibrating 10 to the 22nd power. Okay. Times in 1 second. What does that mean? It means it's here and it's not here. 10 followed by 22 zeros. Times in 1 second. But it's here 1/2 of 10 to the 22nd power. Now let us say we're talking about a vibratory frequency now. Frequency, the number of times in which something happens. How frequent does it happen? So if you had a graph, it'd look like that. You had a line that goes through here. This line is 0. Above this line is what happens in matter. Below this line you can't talk about. It's gone. It's just not there. So it does this, 10 followed by 22 zeros, times in 1 second. Here is the point, its maximum point within this reality, its stable point. That's the point in which you see. That is the point your eyes, your nose, your ears, your touch happens. That's the point right there. Right? Then it's gone. Every point along that line or that peak is a point of reality. As a point of reality, that point lasts 1 over 10 to the 22nd power. Okay? That means you divide a second into that many parts. Okay? That's a lot of parts in 1 second. The movement of that is such that it describes that the nature of the universe is like smoke. It's not there long enough to be solid, but it's long enough for you to pick it up and perceive that it is solid. Okay? That's what that says. Okay? So you're talking a huge fraction. Now, you can only see this. You can only observe this. Let's go back to something my boy Albert said. It's all relative and relevant. Both words. It's relative to the size either of your being or of your mind. Okay? If you are tiny, 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 teeny, tiny, you could see the gap. But since you're not teeny, 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 tiny, you have to see it in your being because it is you. You're like this. It is you, so you see it. When you get rid of this I, small I. It changes how you deal with everything. Now, when you look at that and you really see, damn, this is not real. You begin to deal with things differently. You begin to say, well, what is real? What is real? What is the constant in that holy? The observer. Okay? Now, if you look at that, okay, and you're looking at a graph on a flat piece of paper, this is what that looks like. It's here this number of times. It's, wow. Actually, what creates the negative and the positive energy? It passing itself. Whoa. Whoa, wait, my brain. Oh, God, my brain. It passing itself. It's here, it's positive, it's leaving, it's negative. It appears to be at the same, oh, it's coming back before it leaves. Oh, man, my brain, oh. You can't wrap your brain around that. But here's where it gets to be fun. It's like a sphere. But if you can imagine every point along that sphere doing that same thing in all directions at the same time. Not only in all the directions like this in the same time, but it comes back together like this, and it doesn't, as it comes back together, there is what you call reality, and then it goes like that. In on itself into somewhere where there's nowhere. Then you go, your brain goes, I quit, I just quit. This fool is just going to kill me, and that's what you want. So all you can do is observe. You cannot explain it because language is linear. So you talk about it. It's kind of like bad sex. You want to hit it. You don't want to hit around it. That's what thinking about it is like. Am I being clear? Am I making any sense to you? The law, okay, the law is the law is the law is the law. And it is represented in different ways, but it's the same law, okay? Its coming is plus goal. That is to establish a physical reality. Its leaving is minus goal.
So it's from the basis, from the standpoint of the physical reality.
Yes. The law will always be consistent. God will always be God. God is the law, or what if you want to call God, creative principle. That principle is forever. So the law, no matter, that's why I was saying that I can say everything in one sentence, because everything is in that sentence, only because it's the law. So it comes out spring, winter, fall, it comes out ABC, it comes out 1, 2, 3, it comes out the same, whether you are speaking philosophically or whether you're speaking scientifically. Now, the scientific people generally are the idiots. Well, no, we're all idiots, but they don't know that their bias about their approach keeps them from seeing the truth about it, because they are not a part of the experiment. Now, when we talk about this line, below that is out of physical reality, above that is in reality. Your tools have to be accounted for at the peak, because they are what perceives it and makes it real. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, hands. Okay? We're back to having the experience from the senses technique. Okay? You see, your eyes, ears, nose, hands are relative here. It relates only here. I'm sorry, relevant. This is what is relative. Here and down the slope and up the slope. It means wherever you perceive along that line, and people are going to be different, okay? That's relative to whether you're standing in a tree, you're standing on the ground, or you're in an airplane. You see more, okay? You see more the higher you are. The lower you are, the less you see. The position, if I'm looking at David from this position, Kevin is looking at him from that position. Relative to our positions, he looks different. Well, if he looks, he's not going to look the same to Kevin as he does to me. Okay? Why? Because our positions relative to where he is different. Speed. Speed changes everything. The rate of speed at which something travels. Okay? For instance, I got a spaceship. Oh, I don't need no space. We don't need no sneaking spaceship. Let's stand on this beam of light. Let's stand on that sucker. It's our imaginations. We can do whatever we want to do, all right? And you want to go to a system 10 light years away from here. Okay, 10 light years. No, let's make it 2 light years. Let's make it simple. The distance in which light travels in 1 year. You should think about this number now. You could, because this number you could only think about. You can't hit it, okay? Light travels 186,000 miles in 1 second. The Earth is 25,000 miles around. So that's what, like 6 times around the Earth, something like that? Catch me on my, you help me with the math, or screw the math, get the idea. Okay, all right. In 1 second. Now you're going to go 2 years and 2 years back. You are 26 years old. When you get back, you'll be 30. All right? But the people on the planet, how many times do you think the Earth would circle the sun in the 2 years that you've been gone? Because it has to go a shorter distance, traveling at about 80,000 miles per hour, something like that, I guess. I don't remember exactly. So when you get back, your kids will be dead, their kids will be dead, their kids' kids will be dead, and you'll be 30 years old. Speed changes everything. It changes everything. What does that tell you? Reality is relative. So, now if reality is relative, all this stuff that I'm telling you is just kind of a smoke. What the hell are you upset about in your personal life? What are you upset about? It's not real. The only thing that is real is you. The only thing that is true is you. You are the constant in everything that you do. You are the center. Everything that you are physically, radiates from one center. Every human being that comes into this universe comes with one center. That's you. You are God peering out into the universe through this center you call a body, you call you. Wow, you are the constant. Everything else is just an illusion. It's not true. Now, hold up your problem, weigh it against that, and see what happens. Say, but it feels real. Yeah, it's okay. You're here to have the experience, so have it, but don't take it too seriously.